Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all to this stream of Mega Man X3. This is actually the third part of the live stream, as Friday I was unable to successfully defeat the game. Heck, let's be perfectly honest. When in over 4 hours I was still stuck at the same part over and over again because I kept dying and making dumb mistakes, well, you're not going to beat the game. So, I'm determined to beat the game in this live stream. And I hope you're all here ready to go for the ride. Happy Labor Day to everybody who is celebrating Labor Day here in the States. Alright, let's go ahead and go. I'll fill up the sub-tanks as I need. Advance. Unnecessary hits. Try not to jump up too high in these areas with the spikes. That helped me out a little bit. My least favorite part right here. There we go. Hope you're all doing well today. I don't know how many people are gonna be able to come by, considering I don't normally stream at 11 a.m. hardly at all anymore, but we're gonna do this. Hey, Brandon. I'm not going to read any of the dialogue. If you want to hear me reading the dialogue, go to the Mega Man X3 continued stream and go hear me read all the dialogue. Nice, Brandon. Well done. Congratulations on 5K subs. Well, that didn't go as planned. Well, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that. Hope you've been doing well. I gotta be smart here when I'm using my attacks. And nope. Not working out. Come on. Can't take any more hits. As soon as I say that, what do? I jump up and get hit. Alright, round one went to him. Good morning, Jill. How are you doing today? I don't know when I'm going to do an open panel again, Brandon. It's probably going to be a while. If I can get it while he's down. Happy Labor Day to you, Jill. Not how I want it to go. Alright, at least it got rid of that part. Oh. I knew that was going to happen. There we go. Got it. Yeah, it was. There's a lot of chats, unfortunately, that I don't go around to like I used to, because a lot of times I'm either doing something I have to do in my personal life, or I'm doing something related to my channel, specifically working on thumbnails and... Alright. Let's get up here. I moved too soon. Well, we'll see about that, Brandon, because this month's going to be a busy month for me, so my live stream schedule is going to be hit and miss sometimes. I gotta get up there. It's not easy to get up there sometimes. You know the answer to that one, Brandon. I've told you numerous times. Hey, Brian. Happy Labor Day. Yeah, I figured it's been a couple of years since I had played Mega Man X and Mega Man X2, so it was time to play Mega Man X3 and try to beat it for only the second time ever. I gotta be careful. When I jump across, I don't want to jump across and hit into the spikes. How's your day going, Brian? And the Neporial Life Form with the $2 super chat. Here's taking out Mavericks. Happy Labor Day. Thank you, brother. I'm not going to that one. That was a trap. I consider it a trap because so far I haven't been able to get over it in time, and I almost lost my life there. That was too close. Getting ready for my trip to Portland later this week. Oh, nice. Are you going to a convention? My waiting has finally come to an end. Prepare to die at the hands of the world's most advanced riding armor, the new Goliath. Come on, Mike. I'm messing up already. Well, left too soon before it even made impact. Come on. Oh, nice. Who's gonna all be there? Let go. go, let go. There we go. Alright. Try to time my jumps too. I don't want to get too close to Vile where he grabs me. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing Pop Talk Sunday, but it's going to be a watch party. It's not going to be a normal edition of Pop Talk. Alright, now we get on to the boss rush and Dr. Doppler. Yeah, and Sub-Tank only has a little bit, so luckily when we beat some of the bosses we can replenish some of our sub-weapon energy and our health energy. I should have moved. There we go. Toxic Seahorse is almost done. We'll see, Brandon. Like I said, September's going to be a busy month for me, so my streams are going to be hit and miss. So I haven't booked any guests for this month. Too soon. I didn't jump. That's my fault. Alright. He's taken care of. Just a few more before we face Dr. Doppler. Take those few hits. No more after that. Unfortunately, I got hit because I wasn't jumping in the right area. Alright. One more hit should do it. go. I've told you my age too, Brandon. Alright. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Hey Shane, how you doing? Wasn't ignoring you. I had to step out of the room for a bit. Alright, still got one more to deal with. Actually, two more. Alright, that one was taken care of already. How's your Monday going? Just hanging out, trying to get some cleaning done. I get you. Screwed up. I didn't jump in time. Thank you, Brandon. DJ, happy Labor Day to you, brother. Got hit, but that shouldn't affect me too much when it comes to this boss fight. We'll see. I've been waiting for you, X. I'm Dr. Doppler. I've been watching your battles closely. Your victories over my men have been most impressive. I need superior Reploids like yourself, X. I offer you the chance to join us. Together, we shall build a utopia where the Reploids rule under the watchful eyes of Sigma, our Lord and Master. No, wait, Doc. Your schemes end here and now. Prepare. Perhaps you are not as smart as I once thought. Prepare to be ripped apart and to be born again as part of my new body of Sigma. Don't too soon. Wasn't close enough. There we go. And Shane saying there have been so many of these that I no longer remember any of the weaknesses. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, when it comes to the X series, as I've said in the previous stream, Shane, you know, I haven't played the X series like I played Mega Man Classic, but even then, when I'm playing Mega Man Classic, it's like, does this beat this boss? You know, trying to remember all the weaknesses, especially as I'm getting older. It's like, okay, concentrate, Mike. What is it? Although I laugh because you see how I have 1 bar of health? That seems to be one way I always beat a boss whenever I play any Mega Man game. With that 1 bar of health left. Okay, now I'm gonna actually go here to try to fill up some of my sub-tanks a little quicker. Because as you can see, I only have 1 sub-tank that's full. I need to fill up the other 3. I didn't grab it. Go. Now we're gonna exit. Yeah, it was, and you know, I was watching a documentary on them actually doing the X series, and you're exactly right. They wanted to make it more edgy because 1, it was the 90s. 2, the hardware that's available to them on the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo was greater than that of the original NES, so they wanted to take a different approach, but still keep some of the same core elements that players expect from Mega Man. Okay, this is probably the last time I'm gonna do it, because then I'm gonna go to the actual level and see what happens. If I don't think I can do it in the first run, then I'll try it in the second run. Yep, those hits don't quite help. Not when it comes to wanting to fill the sub-tank, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the main level, and I'm going to destroy some enemies a few times and see if they drop any energy packs to help fill up those sub-tanks. Alright, there's one. That'll fill up sub-tank a little more. That'll top that one off. And we'll work on the other 2. And welcome, Mega Gungan GX. This is my favorite of the SNES games. Awesome! Well, welcome to the channel. I've only beat this game once before. And in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just trying to get my last 2 sub-tanks filled up before I face off against Sigma. In his first phase and his second phase. Yeah, it is. Because I tried to do it during my stream of this on Friday, and every time I got to the second phase, I would end up dying very quickly. Even after recognizing his pattern, I'd end up doing something that would hurt me, and then it would go all downhill from there. But I'm determined to beat the game. And I had messed up when I came to facing Vile. I should have faced him in one of the Robot Master stages, so I could have acquired the gold armor, but unfortunately I didn't, so... I know I don't have to go that far back to get him to respawn, but I just did it anyway. How much more do I need? I need a bit more. That's weird, because I had already, you know, acquired all but one heart tank by the time I beat the Robot Masters. I never faced Vile in the stages that I could have faced him in. So when I went looking for the gold chip without getting any of the other chips, it wasn't there. Alright. Go. Managed to avoid getting hit there. I'll go ahead and destroy the power generator. X, you go upstairs and destroy Sigma's body. Yeah, I know where the location is. Like I said, because I didn't beat him in any of the Robot Master stages that he's in, I had to face him. And the gold chip wasn't there when I went looking for it. I've already messed up. Too many unnecessary hits. And I at least want to have an E-tank available. I mean, I know I have 4, but I want to at least have one available for the end. For after you defeat Sigma, and you have to outrace the lava. Because depending on where my health is, I might need it. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. Oh, crap. Just what I needed. There we go. Yeah, that is what I've noticed when I played before. Not really at the amount of health I'd like to be at, but we'll see. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and use the sub-tank. That wasn't good. That wasn't good either. Nope. Gonna go ahead and use second to last sub-tank. Alright. Come on. Come on. Nope. I missed. There we go. Come on. Alright, I gotta use this last one. That wasn't part of the plan. No. That wasn't enough. There we go. I can't take any more hits. No. Dang it, I screwed up. I screwed up, everybody. I missed too many times. Now I gotta refill all those sub-tanks. Of course, I jumped up and hit into the missile. I want to try something. Alright, that experiment is not going as I planned because I screwed up at the get-go. Right out of the gate. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go back to Sigma, just let him take care of me multiple times. This way I can go to one of the stages and try to replenish the sub-tanks a little quicker. We'll see. Just depends on my luck as far as getting health replenishment. Okay, we got one filled up. God dang it, I'm too high. I know this is gonna take a little bit to do it this way, but I'd rather try to get it done and even if it is one enemy at the same spot. And I drove too high again. so we should have 2 more to fill up. Well, thank you, Brandon. We do what we can. I know this is exciting, watching me shoot the same enemy over and over again just to replenish the sub-tank, but you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to beat the game. No cheats. Ah, you Midwesterners and your pop. Should have 1 more to fill up. Try not to jump too high where I make contact with the missile. How much more do we need? We're about halfway. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. If I could get a large one, that should fill it up. Never mind. I was hoping that shot would have hit it, but it didn't. Oh, dang it. Alright, we're back to full health. Scratch that, we're not at full health anymore. Alright. I know that takes a while, but like I said, if I'm gonna beat it, I have to have full sub-tanks, more than one. Well, that missed setup. I need to do a better job. I need to have a little bit more health than what I have. So I'm probably not going to use the sub-tank here. Let's see if I can do it with what little bit of blade is left. Do I turn my camera on? Not as much as I used to. The only time you'll actually see my face is when I'm doing a movie review after I've seen the movie. Well, that didn't work. Alright. Well, we're gonna go through and let's do it. Alright, I need to get some help. Alright. Let's do it. Still not doing a good job at trying to keep more health. Still allowing myself to get hit too many times. Alright, fine. I'll give it up. Alright, it's not fully charging for some reason. Oh. That was all me. Like I said, I've only beaten this game one time before, so... Not making an excuse, just stating fact. Oh, crap. There we go. All right. Got more health than I've had before, so I consider that a plus. Oh, already got hit. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use the sub-tank. No. That was stupid of me. Hit it. Alright, I gotta use another one. I didn't think that was a good chance to actually deploy my Mega Buster. Dang it! I should have used the sub-tank. Dang it! Dang it! Should have just gone ahead and used it. I really should have. Next time I get that far in the fight, I'm going to use sub-tank. Why did that jump? I know not to jump yet, I still jumped. Let's get up here. I hate it that it turns you around. Right, one more to fill up. Come on, I just gotta fill up the last one. And we can try to go after Sigma again. How far along are we? Alright, let's go. Wasn't intending on getting hit, but that's my own fault. Not far enough. Nope. Don't get any response from it. Yeah, I wasn't getting any response there. Okay, it didn't respond again. Okay, I've jumped, but it wasn't responding. That might be an issue. Let's do it here. Helps if I actually get far enough to the left. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use the sub-tank. Was it up high enough? Nope. If I don't go high enough, I don't get him. Alright, I'm using the sub-tank. I was trying to jump around it, but I couldn't. That didn't work. All right, come on. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. no, 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 no. Alright, I gotta use the other one. Take too many hits. Trying to get this last hit on him. And I keep missing. Alright. Now I gotta race up. No! It can't be! I can't even defeat you with this magnificent body! There seems to be only one choice now. I'll possess you! Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Maybe I could just ride this up. Not the way I wanted to do it. But I was trying to hit the button so quick that I messed up. Damn! It's a dead end. It was earlier this month. When the last time I had an open panel, I just don't have them as frequently as I used to. Give up, X! I'll possess your body and rule the whole world! Ah! You're Zero! It's you! Again! How do you like that, Sigma? I picked up an anti-Sigma virus program from Doppler and used it on my beam saber. Sorry about the delay, X. I thought the program might be the only thing that would work against Sigma. My program is disappearing. But someday I will. X has crushed Sigma's plan once again. But many questions still occupy his mind. Why must humans fight against Reploids? And why must Reploids fight against each other? As X stares at the burning remains of Doppler's lab, his body trembles from an unknown sorrow. What does fate have in store for me? He wonders. He can only hope that someday Dr. Light's plan for him will finally be revealed. Unknown to X, his destiny has already been decided. save mankind, he must destroy Zero. But only time will tell when and why. Well, that final part of the game, counting Friday's stream and this stream, took me a lot longer than I really wanted it to, but in the end, it's done. Mega Man X3 is completed. And of course, as always, I do appreciate everybody who stops by. You know, if you stop by for all 3 streams, thank you very much. If you stop by for just one of the streams, thank you very much. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the thing, Godzilla. I don't know what the next game's going to be. I don't know when I'm going to stream Thursday. That's why I didn't release a schedule, because I felt it would be incomplete if I didn't know what game I was going to stream next. I mean, I don't know if everybody would want to see me go through Mega Man X4 so soon after Mega Man X3, or if I should just, you know, take a break between, you know, the X series games before I play the next one. Yeah, I have some games that, you know, I'm kind of toying with the idea of actually playing. I just gotta make up my mind, you know? And yeah, I know it sounds like I'm beating myself up because of how long it took me to actually finally beat the game, but I do expect better from myself when I play games. Even games like this that I've only played a couple of times before and only beaten once. I'd always like, you know, going through the credits of all the Mega Man games. And sometimes even the end credit theme is pretty good. How's your day going, Godzilla? And of course, you know, it started early on in the Mega Man series, where after you beat a game, you get to see all the different bosses that were in the game. And being lazy, I need to go do some yard work, but not feeling it. Oh, trust me, guys, you know, there are days I don't want to do it, but it's like, if I don't do it, then, you know, the things that need to get cut are gonna be even higher the next time I go to actually do it. If I need to trim my hedges, those will be too high, you know. It's one of those things where it's like, you don't want to do it, but you've got to do it. And no, I didn't get the gold armor. I only got one of the chips, and that was for the armor itself. I tried to get the gold armor, but if I had beaten Vile while I was in one of the boss stages, you know, as far as the Robot Masters were concerned, then I could have gotten the gold armor, because then the capsule would have appeared in the first Doppler stage. Yeah, but, I mean, again, I could play Mega Man X4. I have beaten that before. That was actually one of the first games I bought for my PlayStation back in the day when I bought my PlayStation with my first paycheck after moving to where I'm at now. And it's like, you know what? I want a PlayStation. And what games do they have? Oh, they have MLB The Show in 97. And they have Mega Man X4. Okay, cool. Yeah, I prefer the old Capcom logo myself. I really think they should go back to it. Yeah, some might say, oh, that's just nostalgia. Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's, the logo everybody knows with. It's like the old Konami logo. I like the old Konami logo. Because whenever you see the old Capcom logo or the old Konami logo, you know what company the game's from. And, a lot of times the game's going to be a decent game coming from those two companies back in the day, especially. Yeah, I don't. Again, I don't know what I'm going to be streaming next. Let me do what I've done before and bring up my Steam, and we can go through a list of the games that I have that might be worth streaming. So let me put it in big picture mode. Okay, so we've beaten Mega Man X4. we beat Phantom. Oh gosh, that game! I do not recommend that game to anybody. And I appreciate Baron getting that for me. And of course, we beat RoboCop. You know what? What if I play Shinobi Thursday? Let me. I don't want to play the demo. Let's go to the store. See how much they're asking for it. Oh, that's not bad. $30? Not bad at all. Well, Godzillionaire and anyone else who might be here, what do you say? You think I should play Shinobi on Thursday? Yeah, it was, especially when you put in Sonic 1, 2, or 3, and you would hear Sega. I mean that was awesome. I can remember before Price Club became Costco, going into my local Price Club and go into where they had all the VHS tapes of movies. They had, of course, computers. They had the Super Nintendo there. They had the Genesis there, and they had, of course, the ones that were there as demo units, so you can actually play the game. So I can remember that's where I first experienced playing Altered Beast, and that's also where I got my first taste of playing Sonic the Hedgehog. And just hearing the music from the first Sonic, and hearing how it sounded on that 16-bit console as opposed to playing the NES, which has good music, but with its hardware, the music didn't seem as electric as the music of Sonic the Hedgehog, especially with the way that they use the hardware, especially the sound and everything. So hearing that for the first time, Sega, it's like, okay, this is cool. And then of course, you play some other games on the Genesis, and you hear the sound bites, and it's like, ooh, yeah, that doesn't sound so great. But for some reason, they always got the Sega part right. And I know they probably just reused the asset for Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, Why change it if you don't have to? But still, it sounded crisp. But again, do you guys want me to play Shinobi on Thursday? Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Oh yeah, yeah, Jump Space. Yeah, that playing the demo and being able to play the demo with other people on your ship. That was fun. I mean, I showed a few of the members on a member stream Jump Space. Oh, yeah, that looks good. By the way, speaking of Jump Space, doesn't that come out this month? Let me look. Uh, of course, there's Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, but I don't want to pay $70. So let me go to my wish list. And oh wait. Oh, Metal Eating comes out tomorrow? No way. But it doesn't have a price yet. Of course, there's Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, $22.49. Not bad. I'm for a few dollars more. Shinobi, and of course, Ninja Gaiden 4 comes out. Looks like it's coming out on the 20th of October. I still have Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered on my wish list because I'm an Amazon member. I was actually able to get that for free off of GOG. Of course, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I wanted to actually play the DLC, but you can't do that with Game Pass, so I'm waiting until this goes on sale. Yeah, in sensitivity, they've censored some of the game, so I have the Metal Gear Solid collection. If I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid 3, I'm just gonna play it through that. Of course, Dread Hunter, mostly positive. I've never actually played any of the Battle Network games, so that's one of the reasons why I put them on my list to, you know, check them out in the future. Of course, Metal Gear Rising, Another Crab's Treasure. I've seen, plenty of streams on it, and people seem to like it. I know Cash likes it. Ghost Trick, the Phantom Detective. I saw Cash play this. I thought, oh, this looks pretty cool. Of course, Toxic Crusaders, that doesn't come out till December. And of course, Toxic Crusaders was based on the Toxic Avenger, which we are going to watch at some point next month. The boneless, this just looked cool. This just looked real cool to me. But as you can see, there's no release date for it. Level 0 Extraction, it's because of the mixed reviews. I haven't purchased it yet. And Little Nightmares, that looks pretty cool. And of course, I had the Query on there. The Outlast Trials. Of course, I'm waiting for Mouse PI for Hire to come out. Delta Force, I have to add it to my library. I know a few people who are playing it, and they're playing it to hold them over for Battlefield 6. Yeah, I haven't purchased a WWE game since WWE 2K22, and a lot of it has to do with the mixed reviews and also the gameplay. And yeah, I mean, Jump Space, yeah, that comes out on the 19th of this month. Yeah, of course, Painkiller, that's coming out on the 9th. La Quimera, that's getting mixed reviews. And The Mound, Omen of Cthulhu, and that is still pending its release. Now, Dispatch, I did show this on one of our Pop Talks a few months ago, and it's definitely a game I would like to actually play on stream. because I enjoyed the demo. I thought the dialogue between the characters was pretty good. Of course, you have Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and it kind of harkens back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Double Dragon, and also the X-Men game that Konami had released back in the day in the arcades. So that's why I have it on there. Of course, Double Dragon Revive, that's more of a 3D version of Double Dragon, but I've always enjoyed the Double Dragon game, so I put it on there. And let's face it, I like beat 'em ups. I always have. Of course, the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Why not? Mafia. I've heard that's getting a lot of good reviews, and people who have streamed it are enjoying it. And of course, the newly announced He-Man and the Masters of the Universe game. So yes, because I'm still a Masters of the Universe fan, I put that on there. And it's also a 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up. I don't know if the audio here might get me a claim, but I'm gonna take a chance and play it anyway.
Castle Grayskull is mine! Not so fast, Skeletor.
Oh shit! I'm not even showing you guys anything. I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot.
Oh, what's happening?
Alright, so you can all see it for yourselves.
At last, Castle Grayskull is mine! Not so fast, Skeletor. Whoa, what's happening? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl
I'm sorry, but that voice, the person, doing the voice for Skeletor. No, you boob! You've got to do it like this, you boob! You fur-brain moron!
Destruction coming soon to all platforms?
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Intense beat-em-up action that puts the power in your hands. Grab a friend and fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes. Classic arcade controls. It's powered-up pixel perfection for your gaming console or personal computer. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
I do too. I mean, let's face it, Godzilla, you and I grew up on that game style. It doesn't matter if you grew up in the 80s or 90s, that's the style of games that we grew up on. And yeah, if a company is willing to do a retro style game and do it right, then I'm all for it. Yeah, I know. I know. And of course, the announcement for the new Voyager game. From what I understand about this game is that you're placed in different episodes and you can determine the outcome as opposed to what it originally was. I'll go ahead and show this trailer too. And if I have to remove it later, I'll remove it later. But I'll admit, I mean, I'm hesitant to buy a game on its first day of release just because of all the bugs the game could possibly have. There you have the schematic Voyager. And it's showing you the interior where it's all laid out on the different decks. Well, that's true too. We both did. We grew up with games being complete, as you're saying, on release day. And if there was an update, it might come out a couple years later for the same game, and it would say version 1.2 or something like that in the title screen. But most of all, the games were complete. You didn't have a patch update. You didn't have to wait for a large update that might ruin one part of the game while fixing the other part. And we dealt with it. We learned from our mistakes, and either we continued to play the game or we said, okay, I've had enough. But I do want to know, do you want me to stream Shinobi, or would you want me to stream Ninja Gaiden Ragebound? Similar games. I mean, go ahead and show the trailer for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and I don't know why it paused, but it depends on the price of the game. And if it's a game that will be worth playing and you feel like you get your money's worth. Yeah, I did. I did play The Messenger. The only game I haven't actually streamed yet. And let me just get out of my wish list here. So let's get back. And let's get back again. All right. So let me go through. I mean, I still have to finish WrestleQuest at some point. Of course, I played Maiden Cups. Double Dragon Neon, I can't get that to work at the moment. I don't know if a patch update messed everything up, but I mean, I haven't even started playing this, and I was gifted this yet. So let's see. And at some point, I gotta get back to playing the first Metal Gear Solid. But let's see. I know I had it. Where is it? So many games. Yeah, Sea of Stars. I haven't played that yet. I haven't played it. The only thing I did was look at the start screen, and but yeah, I do have Sea of Stars, and of course, if I scroll back up, you'll see that I actually do have the Messenger. Oops, there it is. Yeah, right there. And I beat it. And after I beat it, I went ahead and uninstalled it. But there you can see, I've got 35 out of 48 achievements. And I would absolutely love to play Heavy Rain, but there are a couple of scenes in that game that you two would say, don't think so. Headliners is a fun game to play, with 3 other people. Half-Life, I have promised Lady Miss that at some point before the year is out, I'll start playing Half-Life. Of course, Helldivers 2, I could finally get into that game and actually play it. Hogwarts, I still have to finish that. I mean, I still have to finish Metroid Prime Remaster. I haven't even gotten to the end of that game. Lethal Company, it's fun when you can get a good group together, and of course, I've played Maiden Cups, I've played Mad Max, I played the Lost Ark. It's not one I would normally stream, but I've played it. Of course, Metal Eden, I've already said that I need to go back to Metal Gear Solid. And let's see. Nier Automata, I'm gonna stream that at some point. I just don't know when. My Heroes One's Justice, if Bandai could release a patch that makes the game playable again, then great, I'll play it. Once Human, it's okay. Of course, I've played Ninja Gaiden Black. This is this Orville. It's not really a game. It's more of an interactive simulation. So you can basically tour the set of the Orville and party animals. It was fun with some friends, but I don't know if anyone would still want to play it. Payday 2, that was a game that I got for free when Steam was offering it for free. Repo's a fun game with friends. Baron gave me Resident Evil 4. I will probably get into that at some point. Of course, you know about the Phantom. Bad Dudes, Cash and I play that together offline. Returnal, I could stream that at some point. Of course, I've already streamed Rise of the Tomb Raider, River City Girls, River City Girls 2, both Robocop games. Scars Above, I've streamed that. Scum, I haven't even played it yet. Sea of Stars, as you see, I have it. Sea of Thieves, I'd love to get a group together to play that. It's been so long since I played it. Cash gave me Split Fiction for my birthday, so at some point I am going to play that. Scott gave me Skier Ritual, so at some point I'll end up streaming that. Of course, I've streamed Star Trek Online. That's one of the early games I've streamed on the channel. No, no. I mean, I make no bones about it when I say $70 is just too much for a game anymore. And then, with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out and that possibly being $100, I just can't do it. I can't justify spending that much money on a game. Very nice, Brandon. Very nice. I mean, that's why if I do buy a game, I generally will try to get it on sale unless you know, look at the price, like the price of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, you know, the new Shinobi game, and I think, okay, $27 and some change with tax, or $30 and some change with tax. Might as well say $32 and some change with the tax in my area. That to me isn't a bad amount of money to drop. I wish it was $70, man. You know that thing's gonna be $100. And yeah, I played Power Rangers. I haven't started Moons of Madness yet. Some of these games I tend to get on sale. Then I wait so long before I actually play them. And games like Moons of Madness, I bought it because it looked like it'd be a game that you know has a nice learning curve. And once I figured out what to do, that I'll eventually stream it. Of course, I've streamed all the Mega Man games on Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I haven't done so with the Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I mean, having only just completed Mega Man X3, it might be a little bit before I go to Mega Man X4. Unless you guys want me to play Mega Man X4 on Thursday. Of course, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, I've played those with Spock and a few other people. Gotham Knights, played it. I don't recommend anybody pay, its original full price. I don't even know what it even costs now. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go to the store. I'm curious to see what Gotham Knights cost. Let's see. Let's see what Gotham Knights is running for now. Yeah, I got it. Oops. Goyam Knights. God. Oh boy. Learn to spell, Mike. Really? They still want $60 for that game? Oh God. No. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. It may have positive reviews now, but let's see. Yeah, mostly positive now because in these last 2.5, almost 3 years, they've probably had to keep releasing one patch update after another to make it playable. But no. I'm glad when Cash and I decided to buy it, because he bought himself a copy. I got myself a copy. It was on sale for $29. Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, when it came to, excuse me, but when it came to the original Space Marine, and sorry for coughing, but when it came to Space Marine and they released the anniversary edition with all the DLCs, it was on sale one day for $12, and Baron had messaged both Cash and I, letting us know that it was on sale for $12, and we should pick it up because it normally retails for $60. So I did. I picked up the original Space Marine. I try to be. But yeah. Let's see. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I actually still have Injustice and Injustice 2 on my PS4. And if I'm not mistaken, and I might be mistaken, I believe those two games are still compatible with the PS5. But yeah, I've played them both. Yeah, I'm still not really sure what I'm going to stream on Thursday, but I'll keep it a surprise for everybody. Unless, again, Shinobi is a game you'd like to see, or any of the other games I've gone through that I have. You know what? Probably still won't work. Let's get out of big picture mode. But yeah, I'll think of something. As you can see, I still have plenty of games that I could play. I don't have to necessarily buy a brand new game. I'm even just looking to see what they have on sale, just out of curiosity. Not really interested in Baldur's Gate, to be honest. Especially if it's Baldur's Gate 3. Not interested in that. Digital Clips Publisher sale. What do they have on sale? Let's see. Golden Tee Arcade Classics. That's right. If anybody wants me to play a golf game, we could do that. Just know that I'd probably be talking like this the whole time. Unless I don't get the ball in the hole, and then I'll start sounding like Happy Gilmore, at least from the first movie. Not the second movie. I could go for par. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I haven't played them. Same dev as Baldur's Gate 3. Awesome isometric RPGs. Okay, well, let me go ahead and look that up. Let's see. I just clicked on the enhanced edition. I could actually see me playing this. I really can.
A rat in a Sunday hat?
Victoria.
Yeah, I don't plan on playing full price for them. Why do it when, like you said, you know, they go on sale once a month, or you look at, you know, Steam every day when you open it up, they have some kind of sale going on for either a developer series of games or a specific game. Right, let's go ahead and exit out of that. I'll just take a look at some of the screenshots. It depends on the game as to how much it would cost. Some games you can get them for a relatively decent price. Other games, not so much. It's why Godzillionaire says wait for a sale. It's why I even recommend you wait for a sale. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be streaming Thursday, but again, I'll figure something out. Let's see. I'm just looking to see what else they might have on sale. Looking at 90s games. Sonic Adventure DX, Tetris Forever. Well, let's see. King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Edition. I haven't played a King of Fighters game in a long time. Yeah, I know. It's like, ooh, that's on sale. Ooh, that's on sale. Ooh, that's on sale. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta pay this month. I gotta pay that this month. Oh, wait a minute. I need to get food from the grocery store. I need to get gas to go to the grocery store. Okay, maybe I won't be buying that game this month. Or at least this week. Might have to wait a couple of weeks. SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Well, you know, DJ Ronnie G might have some interest in this. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna add this to my wish list. Well, I'm not adding it to the card. I just want to add it to my wish list. Thank you very much. Well, it's not hard to get a Steam account branded. You just have to sign up. But yeah, again, I'll figure out what game I'm gonna stream on Thursday. You know, who knows? Maybe one of the games on my wish list will go on sale for a decent price. You never know. Yeah, Cobra Kai is another game I need to finish at some point. I started playing it, then I stopped playing it because I found that the later levels it got a little bit too crazy. My first game system was a Nintendo Entertainment System. The first one I actually played was the Atari 2600. But my first gaming experience was actually with the original Pac-Man at Showbiz Pizza Place. There are some free games on Steam, Brandon, but a lot of the games you do have to pay for. Yeah, that was one of the first games I played on Atari Godzilla Air, and of course I did play the Atari version of Pac-Man. Oh God, what were they thinking? To quote the angry video game nerd. What year was that? We're talking the early 1980s, Brandon. Nope, the early 1980s. Back when you can go to a Showbiz Pizza place and you get tokens and you can play all the arcade games they had at the time. I mean that's where I played Star Wars the arcade game for the first time. And you know, I'd also play pole position a lot whenever we went to Chuck E. Cheese, whether it be for a friend's birthday party, you know, my sister's birthday party, or even my birthday party. I'd always go to pole position because I love that racing game. I did. I love the fact that you had a steering wheel and you had the gear shifter. Yeah, it only went into high gear and low gear, but that didn't matter to me when I was a kid. And you know, also the fact that it had pedals. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody who has stopped by today, and I'll keep you all updated as far as what game I'll be streaming on Thursday. I probably won't be doing a stream tomorrow. But if I change my mind again, I will make sure that you all get the update on the community post on the YouTube channel and also over on X and also in the Discord. Let's see. Godzillionaire is saying, do they have any barcodes around you? Oh no, unfortunately they do not. Unfortunately, they do not. I've been to places that are similar to it, but unfortunately, they're not in my area. I wish they were. I'd love to play some of those vintage arcade games. Heck, you know what I would love to play on the arcade? The original NBA Jam. Always had a blast playing that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go, guys. But again, I can't say it enough. I do appreciate everybody being here. It means a lot. Gonzinair, thank you for stopping by. Brandon, thank you for stopping by. Let's see. I know we had a couple other people. And Mega Gangjar GX, thank you for stopping by. Shane, thank you for stopping by. DJ Ronnie G, thank you for stopping by. Norporeal Lifeform, Brian, thank you for stopping by. And also, thank you for the $2 super chat. Really appreciate it. And also, Jill Powers, the River Daughter, thank you for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. I will have Wednesday's Pop Talk scheduled by tomorrow night. So when I know what we're going to be talking about, you'll find out at the same time as me when I have it scheduled, because I have to look at articles between tonight and tomorrow to decide what's going to be talked about. I know. I mean, you know, not only are they expensive to buy, but also you got to think, okay, what room of the house, where in the house am I going to keep this? I mean, you know, I have, you know, rooms I could put one in, but it's like, you know, another thing I think of Gazillionaire is how often am I actually going to use it? Am I going to use it, you know, initially, and then after a while, is it just going to sit there collecting dust? Well, we'll see. We'll see about an additional pop talk there, Brandon. Like I had said earlier in the stream, this Sunday's Pop Talk is going to be a double feature watch party. So usually I keep those to Baron, Cash, myself, and channel members. So because you know a lot of times we are watching the movie, we're commentating on the movie, you know, talking about what we know about the movie, and you know as we're watching the movie, there are times where I will actually look up information on the movie, or Cash is doing it, Baron's doing it. One of the three of us is always doing something to that effect, and so we'll see, Brandon. We'll see. I'm not gonna make any promises because, like I said, also earlier in the stream, September's gonna be a busy month, so you know, live streams are gonna be here and there. And it's because something important came up, and by the time I get home, it's gonna be a long day, and I'm not gonna want to stream more than likely, especially with how far I have to drive to and from. So, like I said earlier in the stream, Brandon, not like I used to. But everybody, you all have yourselves a good rest of your Labor Day. And until next time, everybody, remember, don't ever give up on me in a game, because just when you do, you might miss something. Take care, all.